All right, we should be live here. Let's see if it's going. Pause this for a second. Right, we should be live here. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's go. All right. We'll start here in just a minute. Go over everything that I saw this morning, the paper trade that I took in a little bit, just based on this little buy that we had here, up from here to here, looking for higher. But I'll go over that in a minute. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Got market open. Let's get all this crap off my screen. I was originally looking for this inverse to be made in our 850 to 910 macro. So we traded down, hit the low again. Made equal lows, but that's fine because the other indice took the low. So the bullish SMT there. And we inversed this 1 minute for value gap here. And I was just looking for 20 points up into this area, but we didn't get that, so I just closed the partials on there. We didn't fully get up to our area that we wanted to, but this was the trade. Just looking for something like that, and then I was looking for this high, and back up to the data highs here, because data lows are already taken. So now I want to look for the data highs, but I need to wait for more price action down within this area before I want to take any buys up. So I really just want to wait and see what else we get here in the price action. So let's just see. We got more news today. It's telling me at 10 o'clock. So I'd prefer to wait till 10 o'clock to take anything. But that there could just be a false move in the beginning, and that could just be the smoke screen for it to move later. So let's mark up our opening range. So we closed here and we opened here. So I want to mark that up as the opening range. And also we dug into this opening range here. Now we set this for a value gap too. So does this 1 minute now get inversed and then give us a buy up higher? That's the question. So we got 30 seconds left here, and then we got to wait to see in the next candle. And is it giving us SMT? Yes, it is. I want to mark up the opening range here as well. Here's this opening range. Want to have that marked up. I don't know why it's lagging so damn bad today. It's weird. Maybe close out some more tabs. Yeah, let's just see. It's lagging like a mofo right now. So I just need to be in sync with all the order flow. Not trying to push anything too fast today. Obviously it's NFP. But a lot of the time there are pretty clean setups on NFP days, I'll say that. So, traded down. There's just so much chop here on the daily. Holy shit. All those executions. Okay, we got a daily order block here, playing off of overall bullish in the higher time frame. Wick down into this. We never did here, so it's a bullish sign. We could close bullish today. We got a lot of equal highs up here, as I have marked up. We also had the 50% here, so I want to pay attention to this 50% if we get down into this. But we don't need to. That's the thing. We don't need to get down into the discount. It's possible, but we don't need to. We gotta keep that in mind. I prefer it to. We did here on YM, and we tapped in this fair value gap, so we're good on YM. Notice how this 1 minute is about to get inverse right here, because we have the bullish SMT. So I would expect this to rip up towards these equal highs. So that 30-second closed this 30-second inverse and just ripped. So I didn't notice that right away, but that is a good long right there for a little scalp. It's too late now to get in because we already took out the highs, but that's not a bad scalp right there. Let's go over that. What was I looking for? So this buy here. Nice little 20-20 move right there. That's not bad at all. You know? Right after market open, little scalp up at the highs, 30-second inverse, SMT. Everything's lining up in plan. So, yeah, that's really not bad. But now it's time just to watch for this gap here. Let's watch this 5-minute gap. Because that 30-second could be the one that just really just rips it all the way up to the freaking moon now. That could be that buy that I was looking for. That obviously I didn't take, but we'll wait. We'll wait and see if we get more price action in here. If he wants to turn this into a breaker and then keep buying up. Like I said, I do prefer the buys, but I don't want to enter right before this news. So I want to keep that in mind. Even though this does look like it could form a good setup, there's news coming out. I want to be aware of that so I don't force anything. So this is a drive lower, 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 shift in our market structure. Now we have this breaker. So it's looking as if we're playing off this breaker to keep going as we're making these lows here. We just took out this swing low, as you can tell. Going even lower now. About to come to this swing high. Let's see what we get. These markets are mixed right now. Yeah, that was pretty clean on the 30-second, not gonna lie. That's a beautiful move. I'd say we're gonna get up there, but I want to screenshot that. Just want to observe it. Alright, time to get that off the screen. We don't need that anymore. Fuck, man, that's crazy. We'd be up almost 60 points by now. Wow. So I want to pay attention. What do we do when we get up into this area? We got this for value gap up here. It's looking like we're going to come up to that fair value gap and hit it. I wonder if we're going to leave that gap open for now. And we pull back down into this range. So like, let's say we create a swing high up here. I want to see if we want to pull back down into anything and give us some type of setup. To this high, up into here. I would like to see something up here. Up to this 830 open. That'd be nice. We'll see. Just watch. Obviously just missed this trade right here at the open, but I don't like trading like right at the open. Even though it is valid. I just wasn't down in the 30-second there. I was looking at the 1 minute for value gap. Like that could have been it. That could have been the trade just for the week. I already had a trade this week, but that one trade right there would have made the week though. Gun to my head, we're ripping up even higher. We'll see though. I feel like at least this 15-minute gap here. We also never hit the 50%, so. Just gotta pay attention. Opening range here. And so we closed it. We did not hit the high yet, which is good. If we want to have a retracement, it'll retrace. I want to see this possibly retrace lower, and then this pull back in. Golden, baby. Okay, we just hit the high. So we just continue to wait here to see what price action gives us. There's nothing we can do to like get in it now, but it's good to tape read and notice how this price is moving. feel like one of them's gonna want to come to data highs, but just seeing how we're already playing out, we're already hitting this high before the news. I'm wondering if this is gonna reverse and go short, back towards the lows. Let's go. Things are looking good. Just grinding right up. That happened so fast. There's that level that I was talking about. Wow. 100 points just like that. That's wild. I'm screenshotting this and I'm putting it in my charts. So NFP highs, entry, at 9:34. Look at that shit. That is beautiful. That is so beautiful. That's like sex right there. Holy fuck. That's good. That's a good looking setup. That thing's gonna keep ripping too. Without me in it. Missed this banger. Alright, we got these equal highs that are sitting up here. I want to pay attention to those. It's kind of hard for me to want to take a buy. I'm in a short if we get those equal highs that are just so close. But at the same time, we traded up and we took out the data highs after taking out data lows. So I wonder if we're going to get a retracement down into here and then, or just down into here and then like a buy up into these highs or whatnot. So I really want to pay attention to all that. I'm not trying to force anything to happen. But it's looking like 1 hour. It's looking like we can keep trading down. We hit a rejection block. We do have the SMT. I do want to keep that in mind. I don't want to just completely avoid the SMT because we took out this high. We made a lower high here, higher high here. We don't need to hit out that high. We also didn't hit the 50% yet. So I want to pay attention to that. And just be open to really anything. Like what do I need to see for either direction? If I'm going to go short, I would need to see a lot, honestly. I need to see more accumulation up here or a close down below this inversion. But if we're going to see a buy, maybe we just get more rejection with an SMT here and then a continuation up. I'd like the rejection in the SMT more than the short, in my opinion. But this just happened so fast, it's making me think we could flip around. But at the same time, I don't want to just trade for pattern's sake, you know. We just trade down into this discount again after taking out data highs. I want to see if we get more like any SMT down in here. And if we do, then I want to watch this 1 minute inverse. We also got a bearish 3 minute. So if this 3 minute closes bearish, we're probably going to keep going lower. But since we're in a 5 minute, and then we're in this breaker, so like, I don't really want to fuck with that. I'd rather just wait for more information. I'm going to stick to my word on that one. If it trades all the way back down to the low without me, then it just does, you know. It's got to be clear if I pull the trigger. The overall narrative is still bullish. It's had a massive run up, and let's see if we could just get some type of pullback. Maybe we get a 50%. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing it come into this fair value gap one more time. Right here. Just basically needs to come to the opening range again. See nothing really for me. Yeah, we're making a higher high, lower high, lower high. This could be bearish, but we'll see. Didn't fully inverse the data highs. 2 minute looks like it wants to start shorting, especially on YM, but I'm not forcing that. 4 hours about to close. So we got like 4 minutes left in this 4 hour. Wonder if it's gonna pull up a little bit and then pull back, give us a little wick. Or for the next, I'd be very surprised if the next 4 hour candle took out this high, to be honest. It's based on like what we're seeing. 8 hours starting to fold over here. 12 hour already did. Holy shit. Notice every time that it's like pulled up. Notice this high here. The high here, made this high, and then this started closing below the SMA. Same thing here. Or if this just has a pullback down below this low now, kind of like it did here. We might get that same thing. So I want to pay attention to that. I don't really trade indicators, but I want to pay attention to what works. So we just came up above this no wick candle here, and we're digging up higher. Which my target was this 830 anyway, and we hit it. And unfortunately I wasn't in it, but that's okay. I know there's going to be another setup at some point. So I want to see how this 1 minute for value gap acts. And I'm not taking this buy. This is like too much like in a premium of this little leg here after hitting a higher time frame PD array. Even if I have SMT, I don't want to be in it, and we don't have SMT. So this could rip up. This could just reject here and pull back. Anything could happen here. And I think it's 50-50 at this point. It's higher probability down here to take that buy, but unfortunately I was not. Like I said, I was not in sync with the order flow at that time. So I wasn't able to take advantage of it. I was looking for that 1 minute to close, and the 1 minute closed up above this high. Well, it hit the high, and then it closed. So that was invalid for me. That could have been an easy day. So if we do get this closure, I just want to observe it. We just took out this high here. We made a lower high here. Now if we inverse on this end now, if we inverse, let's say this 1 minute, I wouldn't be opposed to that short. Because we got the SMT at these highs here. And it's looking like we could inverse this 1 minute. I wouldn't be opposed to taking this short, but I need more information on this. This is not, I wouldn't say my favorite type of setup. It really depends. I'd like to see more like SMT. If we stay down below this high and we hit this high here possibly. It's just this SMT we have here. Still have to observe it. Not taking anything yet. So we're about to get that 4 hour close right now. 23 seconds. Okay, we just hit this high. We just hit this high here, but we didn't over here or over here yet. question is, so we have bullish SMT too, where this dipped in the fair value gap here. Over here on YM, but NQ didn't. So maybe this 4 hour, okay, bearish volume balance, we just wick up in the beginning of the 4 hour. We have a small wick, so we're like in a discount here, or we're in a premium here with equal highs. So it's still in like 50-50 territory. I don't know. I'm not trying to guess either way. I'd rather wait for something more clear here. Because we got equal highs up here, and we have these highs were already, well, data highs are already hit from the news. So the news happened right here, and now it accumulated with nice structure down here to go long, but my setup only happened on the 30-second. I wasn't on the 30-second. So I missed this buy up, even though I was expecting this high to be hit. But that's fine. There's always going to be another setup. So now I'm just going to wait. Do we get... let's say, do we get an inverse of this 1 minute? Or do we continue on this 1 minute inverse right here? Which looks like we might be doing. So we're looking at this 1 minute inverse. We just closed it here. I want to see if these order blocks want to hold price to send it up even higher. I just don't like that we're in a premium. We hit the data highs already. And we never hit the 50% on NQ, but we hit it on YM. So this is just something I want to observe and see. Like we got lower high, but we have the higher high here. From here to here, higher high. We have lower high. And now we got lower high. There's no 30-second gap here. Or 15. So notice how we're taking these lows again here, but we're not on NQ. So like I said, I want to pay attention to this 1 minute inverse that's right here. At this point in time, I would expect these highs to be ran. But it would be better to like really see if market really wants to give good structure to come down and just trade down into here and then get an accumulation, then buy up. Like make like a bunch of trendline liquidity right here. Come down. That would be nice. Because we know these equal highs are up here. And they're likely to be hit at some point. But it doesn't need to be right now. We hit an internal data high, so all the liquidity injection from the news was in here. Shifted down and then profits are taken. It bought up. Now it's gonna take the profits and the buys and also break even the rest of the shorts they had. So it's going to cause price to mingle around in here. And if we're building liquidity for bullishness here, then we could short and hit it and then go back up. But at the same time, it can also hold bullish structure here. And that's why I'm saying it's 50-50. And that's why I'm saying out. Only thing that would make me consider taking this short right now is if we get a 3-minute inverse would be nice. But I do like this 1 minute inverse. And I want to see if we get this 1 minute inverse. And then if we get some like more candles up within the 1 minute inverse, to start rejecting it, I'll take the short somewhere within here to come down 20 points or so. So yeah, we're about to... Oh no, we didn't get it. Alright, so we got... How much longer on this 3 minute? We got 41 seconds. I'm gonna expect that 3 minute to inverse. Do we got equal lows here? Let's see. We got these relative equal lows. I could just tap the. I got this trend line liquidity here. This isn't terrible setup. Look at that, just trades right back down. Comes right back in it, does not close it. So that's invalid. It could still go down, I don't really care. So got this order block here in the 9 minute that we're bouncing off of. 15 minutes. 30 minute looking really bullish, just pulling back. Looks like this could really just launch up. 1 hour. We're really just playing in this higher time frame area. It's hard for me to want to long in something like this, where we just took out that high. Value gap. Watch this 1 minute for value gap here. So we took out the short-term low. Get this 1 minute for value gap inverses. Maybe we go to those equal highs. And this is just order flow off this order block. But low probability right here. We're gonna get a macro to start here. None of these took out that 1 hour high. 3 minute is still. Oh my god, it did just inverse. Okay. So watch this 3 minute inverse here. I'm gonna pay attention to that 3 minute inverse. It's looking like we're gonna continue. Close this 15-second here. We're probably gonna keep falling down. Yeah, we're gonna keep falling down. So if we enter that trade right here, let's see if it would continue down 20 points. I'm not taking it because I wanted to wait for a 1 minute inverse, which is just about to happen, but we already started moving really fast. So I'm gonna monitor this. This is just weird conditions in this area. It's like where does it really want to go is the question. So once we got that 3 minute inverse, it really just started ripping. You can see how strong that 3 minute is. It's looking like we could keep folding over. It's not something I really want to be in though. I'd rather wait for something a little bit more clear here. Just coming down to this 5-minute rejection block, coming right back. Yep. That's it. Turning into a high resistance liquidity run right here. It's creating this range, these lows, these highs. Buyers and sellers on both sides, getting people to get in. Like, this is just crazy. The ones that stay out are I feel like the ones that survive this shit. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Nothing really going on. Sideways, guys. Sideways. Oh, here we go. Finally, something nice. One little movement up. Nothing really there still. Came down, took out the low, shifted. 1 minute order block. Let's see if this order block gets respected. If it it does, we could expect this high and this high. But if it doesn't, then just expect to keep moving down lower. Retested this 30-second for value gap. We didn't over here, so that's bullish. I would say we can move from right here. Let's say we got in right here. 20 points, right about here. I think that's a pretty decent move right there. I think it's possible. I don't think it's not possible. Low probability conditions. You can't really expect much to happen here. I will not take this trade on an eval or anything. Paper, but that's about it. Pull back down below that low. Okay. I like that break up above this. What gap was that? Is this like, it just come back up to the high of the range? We got all these lows. Does this just start falling back down now? We're in high resistance liquidity run. This is probably going to come right back down now, yeah. So I'd rather not even be in anything like this. Took out this internal high, but left this high. Back and forth, back and forth. I'd much rather wait for a better price action. Maybe we get better price action at 1050. We just keep consolidating until then. I really think we're gonna hit this 15-minute liquidity at some point. gonna wait until 10:50. That's what my plan says, so just gotta wait for it. Still not much movement. Okay. Let's see here. See, we're starting to get some movement up. We're probably going to continue up higher, using this fair value gap to send price up. But obviously, if it goes up without me, I'm not going to be in it. There's no A+ setup for me. If there was, I would have taken it. It'd be gambling if I took anything like that. Nice 5-minute closure. That's bullish. Got the short-term high up here. Got this high up here. Got those highs up there. So we never got our pullback into internal liquidity. We just had this low taken, this order block hit, and then we shifted, used this order block right there. But like I said, nothing high probability that I'd want to get in. Seconds about to get inversed here. If we inverse this, we're probably shooting for this low here, possibly even lower, down into here. So that wouldn't be bad. Not taking it, but I'm just gonna observe it. Probably hitting this short-term low right here. We have, did we hit it? We made equal lows, but we didn't like go through it yet. And then we got this low next. And then we got this low down here. That's if it wants to do that or not. Look at that 1 minute, ripping it right down. Okay. Just from that, we got to have her 20 points. That'd be 20 points right there already, just from a 15-second. 15-second inversion right here. Wow, simple. This trading plan is just way too simple. So now I got all these equal highs and all these equal lows. Look at that garbage. I'd love to see this just rip on down. Just something here and nice inverse. Buy up, hit the highs. I wonder how many people bought that big ass candle right there. Remember I used to want to do that shit. No more. Like down below this 3-minute inversion that we had. We had our lowest close below that 3-minute inversion. See? Maybe we start playing this. This 30-second for value gap, just send it down. Even lower? No way. Watch it happen. 15-second inverse will be right here soon. See if it inverses it. Might not, might not. Okay, just inversed it. Let's see if this short's right down now. Again, another short. We'd want to stay below that 3-minute inverse. But to be safe, right up above the swing high from that 30-second. Let's see if this actually plays out or not. But now we got bullish SMT. We're already in a discount. Whereas back in the middle of that range, so it's kind of a hard spot to want to be in, you know. It's just 50-50 in here. About 30 seconds, holding on pretty tight. Using this breaker, internal high, internal low, external low. I'd still say we're going down. Let's go to the 5-second. The high, 5-second, medium term high. Let's see if we stay down below this high here. We should come back up above this high if we're gonna go short. I'll say that. Just trading 5-second here. So this is the medium term high that hit this fair value gap. And all these equal lows down here. The 5-second. So this immediate term high should stay intact if we're going to keep going short. If it doesn't, then we're likely to go long. So I just want to pay attention to this area. Anything can happen and I don't care. There we go. Coming towards the low. We're about to blow through that low. We got that 5-second per value gap. Boom. Not bad. Boom, just like that. I demoed that one. Yeah, I just took 2 contracts off that. I took a paper based on that 5-second trade right there. It was all paired with like a 5-minute down to like a 1-minute to like 30-second, 15-second, and then we go down to the 5-second. But yeah, this is looking good. I'm taking off the last contract right now. So, just on this account, locked in 958. So we'll see. Took some paper losses on it though. Let's see here. Let me just bring this over. So I had the 5-second on here. Took the trade. Where did I take it first? Took it here. So that was a loss, but then this trade was based on the 5-second to right here. That was pretty nice. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. So let's see. Now we just hit our low. Okay, I don't want to lose sight of like what we're actually getting now. The higher time frame picture is really what matters. So, what are we getting? We just took out all these swing lows that are down here. 30-minute, we hit the swing low here. Whereas we never hit those on the other ones. If we inverse this 1-minute candle, which is about to happen, it's looking like we could buy up towards these relative equal highs. Okay. And that's a pretty nice play in my opinion. 30-second closed. Nothing too big of a deal yet. So if we get this 1-minute inverse here, I think we could go long from this area. Based on this, until one of these highs gets hit. We'd want to see this high hit, or this high hit here. So this is valid in my opinion for a long. That 2-minute looks like it's got to get inverse too. So that 1 minute's kind of iffy just based on this higher time frame price action. But I do like how the 30-minute took the low and we have SMT on the wicks and all that shit. I just don't like now that we are all making this internal low here. But we don't have like any SMT. But none of these hit the high, so I'm not really a huge fan of this. But we hit our lows that I was expecting, and I'm expecting this high to be hit. But the only thing I can really expect is a stop loss, but I just want to see if this trade wants to play out. I know we were accumulating up here. We took the higher time frame, we're bearish. This could really just keep reversing right back down and give us another bearish inverse on this 1 minute. And keep going bearish. really just depends here. Not equal highs. I was looking at this. So let's just see. Okay. There we go. Here's me to lower low. Got these relative equal highs here. Higher low there. So I want to see this higher low stay intact, or I don't even want to be in this trade. So I want to see this high reached, and then go from there. Just came short of the high. We hit the high. Moving stop loss to break even. If this hits me on a break even, I don't care. Going for 80, 90, 100. I'm just going for a 20-point move here. So I entered that in eval. It's just this, all this chop makes me not want to like stay in it too long if it doesn't really want to give a really nice rip to the high. So I'll change over my account so you can see. I'm here on this buy right now. I took this 1 minute buy. If it was like right here. So I'm just looking for 20 points. That's all I'm really going for. It's the only trade I took on this account today, so I'm just looking to see if we want to get up to the 20-point mark. It'll be like right before the midnight open and everything like that. So that's all I'm really looking for. It could keep going higher. We got all these equal highs, but just based on the conditions we're in, it was before the, whatchamacallit, the 1050 macro. And we could still go short. Especially how that 1 minute just closed. Not really a huge fan. Just 20 points. It goes to my trading plan. If it hits me, as take profit, cool. If it doesn't, whatever. There we go. Take profit hit. Nice. Nice. Nice little move there. Probably got to keep going. So, nothing too crazy. Just a little $400 move on one contract. It's probably going to keep going. Yeah, look at that shit. Fuck! Spilled all my coffee. Son of a bitch. I gotta clean that up. I'll be right back. Son of a bitch. Look at that rip up there, dude. Very nice. Dude, they got all under my monitor and my light and everything. spilt that coffee everywhere. I know how. What would have helped with that? I wouldn't have spilled my coffee if I drank all my coffee. That's the fucking problem. Holy shit, man! Mother of fuck! Just if I held that. It's all good. Like I was saying earlier, the market was kind of sloppy here. So, but I was expecting this. That would have been a $1,200 win right there if I just held that. The whole contract. That's alright. Stuck to my trading plan based on what's got me as far in this account already. So it's looking to continue to grow it. We're back to 2,000 profit. This is just based on doing like one-to-ones for the most part. But once I get to the bigger account, we'll have 2 contracts on that bitch. Risk about 800 or so. Because this trade I risked 400. If it came down, it would have hit me out, whatever. But reduce the risk to 200 once we got that SMT. So that was a good looking trade. Not bad at all. So I want to keep that in mind. So 15 minutes. Excuse me. Stuck to the trading plan. Alright, swap the lows. Okay, here we go. Let's get this. And type in 15 minute liquidity. One minute inversion. We had the SMT. So we had SMT here, SMT here, and then we had SMT here. Fucking A+ setup. Oh my god, nothing better than that. Nothing better than A+. But we'll leave it as that. So we'll come in here. We'll just put this as NFP silver bullet. Silver bullet. Outcome was a win. 30-second time frame. I'm just going to screenshot it like this. Let's get the whole thing. Crazy what you can do when you stick to the plan. That's really how it is at the end of the day. That's a nice setup. So now I want to mark up everything I see here on this chart. So notice the SMT. SMT in the wicks. Oh, 1 minute inverse. Fucking beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Let's get all this off the chart now, so I can go up to 5 minutes. I want to just screenshot the 5 minute here. Really based on what we got. Data highs ripping to the moon there. Wow. I would have passed the eval if I just held that shit. It's all good though. All good. Stuck to the rules. We go up to the 30 minutes as well. You can really just see that 30-minute fair value gap being touched. Right there. Beautiful. So you can really see that 30-minute gap being touched here, but these ones didn't even get tapped. So a lot of A+ probabilities here. Accepted the risk. Anything could happen. It really could have just reversed. Personally, I had a little bit of fear when I went down to the 30-second. So when I entered the trade on the 1 minute inverse, I went down to the 30-second, and I noticed we made a, where was it? We made a lower low on this candle on all of them, and then I was like, oh, okay, this thing could just fall, inverse this one, and then keep falling. But it's because we had the SMT at the highs and all that other stuff, and we're already like in this premium. We already hit the data highs, but I was like, okay, if we're gonna go long to hit the other highs, we're gonna hit this low and then go high. And that's really what I wanted to see. But anything could have happened there. But this emotion was like, okay, what if we get hit out? But then the next candle in the 1 minute, you can tell we made equal lows here. We made a lower low here. Okay, I was like, okay, we shouldn't be coming back down into this then. We should be continuing up higher. So anything could have happened. This thing could have shifted down and come lower. Because we hit this internal high too. Could have shifted to come lower. But I feel like we just had a lot on our side to go up to the high. And I wanted to stick with that bias. Even though on the higher time frame we do have like a rollover here on the 12-hour. But that doesn't mean the lower time frame can't start to show something. But we just hit the data highs now on ES here. And now let's see if we get any more inverses, and we actually could get a short to come in now. If we do get a short, that'd be nice to observe. I'm not taking anything else on the eval account. I'm just gonna keep monitoring everything. I'll trade it on the practice, but I'm not gonna trade it on the eval. Practice was pretty nice today too. Took a 5-second trade. Trading within here. Short. Stop loss in that one. I closed it early, but then I took another short and took profit down here. But we're looking now at this high. We took the high, get a higher high, shifted down lower. Now we're using this fair value gap. Like, what wants to happen now in this fair value gap is the real question. Do we want to keep falling down, or do we want to go higher? Because we hit the data highs. We have SMT here. Gun to my head. We are going to start shorting now on this. Just like that. Yeah, we're gonna just keep falling down now. Yeah, it doesn't look too hot now for these indices, to be honest. See if this 1 minute closes or not. Not 1 minute. That was a 15 second. So I wouldn't want to see this high broken. I just want to see this thing keep melting now. So how many points is that? That's about 25 points. So I want to see if this wants to hold in there. Because we could get more accumulation. Like, this doesn't have to just drop right away, but this looks like a situation where it would drop right away. Yeah. 5-second time frame. Yep, there we go. There we go. We're just probably going to rip all the way back down. I'm curious to see if we rip all the way back down into here, or if we want to play this breaker or not to keep going higher. Did we get a pop lower at the last few seconds here, or what? What do we get here? We open bearish. Does this just continue down? I don't know if it's gonna or not. If anything, this will rip the high again, and this will come back into here, and then we'll flip back down. Or we just fall down now. I like to fall down now. Dude, this market's gonna fucking die, dude. Oh my gosh. Let's see if it wants to hit that high once more and give us a really fat setup to this downside. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd probably bet that this is gonna hit the high again. Once more now. Unless it just uses that rejection block up there. Good. If we inverse this 1 minute, this thing's probably gonna fall. So we just hit the 15-second up here. I want to watch what happens after we hit this high up here. I'm not guaranteeing that'll happen, but it's probably going to happen. What the fuck happened here with this data? Scooped right up. Yeah, it's getting kind of boring now. Alright, I'm hopping off here. That's it for the day. We're probably going to short down. Holy fuck. These gaps in these markets are just going wild right now. Like I said, if we close this inverse, I don't even know. That's a fat volume imbalance. What the fuck? There's a 7-point gap in the market. What the hell is happening, dude? Alright, yeah. I'm kind of quits for today. Took this buy here, looking really nice. Missed the buy down here, even though that was a nice buy. I missed it, and that's completely fine. We went up to our target, consolidated through most of the morning, traded down, took out the lows that we were looking at, then shifted up here, and then took the buy. Just going the 20 points to here, but it ended up going all the way up here, which is fine. Didn't miss out on anything. Stuck to the plan, made profit, so happy. That's all you can do. All right, take it easy, guys. Love y'all. Peace out. Let me know if you have any questions.